How do college basketball rivalries evolve over decades? Imagine a game that starts with a simple handshake and turns into a fierce battle that lasts 4 generations. College basketball rivalries are like that. They grow and change over many years. They often begin because teams are close geographically or share a conference. For example, schools in the same state or city tend to develop rivalries because they play each other often and fans feel a strong sense of local pride. These early matchups set the stage for future battles, especially when teams are evenly matched or have a history of winning. As years go by, legendary coaches and star players shape the rivalry story. When a famous coach joins a team or a standout player makes a name for themselves, it adds new energy and interest. The rivalry can shift as new generations of players come through, bringing different styles of play and new rivalries. For instance, when a coach with a winning record takes over a program, it can turn a friendly game into a must-win event. Regional pride also plays a big role. Rivalries often reflected local history or cultural conflicts. Take the Kansas versus Missouri rivalry, which is rooted in more than just basketball. It ties back to historical conflicts from the Civil War era, making each game about more than just points on the scoreboard. These emotional ties make the games more intense and memorable. Media coverage and television broadcasts have also changed how rivalries grow. When games are televised nationally, they reach millions of viewers. This exposure turns local matchups into big events, increasing fan excitement and media hype. Fans get more invested, and the atmosphere at games becomes electric. The number of times teams meet also matters. When rival schools face off multiple times each season, especially within the same conference, it builds a fierce rivalry. Repeated matchups create familiarity and sometimes animosity, which fuels the rivalry. For example, the games between Indiana University and Purdue University are always highly anticipated because both teams have strong histories and meet often. Sometimes, a single incident or game can ignite a rivalry. A heated brawl or a controversial call can turn a friendly game into a fierce contest. The Cincinnati versus Xavier rivalry became even more intense after a bench-clearing fight in 2011, making future games more charged. Finally, the landscape of college basketball keeps changing. Conference realignments, rule changes, and recruiting shifts can make some rivalries fade away if teams no longer meet regularly. But other rivalries grow stronger as teams become more competitive and nationally relevant. Understanding how rivalries develop helps schools and fans appreciate the history and excitement behind these games. They influence recruiting, as players want to compete in high-stakes, emotionally charged matchups. For fans, these rivalries create traditions and stories that last 4 decades. Over time, rivalries are shaped by history, culture, key moments, and the changing game itself, making college basketball a sport full of passion and long-lasting stories.